real and honest.
So
I love that.
Great story.
Time for Nick's NBA Mentals. Trae Young dropping 36-9 last night as the Hawks beat Russ's Wizards, but it wasn't good enough for Nick. Nick, who made the podium today?
Sorry, Trey, you get left off, as does Sabonis. Sabonis had a great game, but not great enough. Bronze, this is an all-NBA point guard list. Dame time, 34, 9, and 6. The Blazers scored 50 in the first quarter. I looked at it, I said, are they playing the Nets? No, playing the Rockets. All right, bronze for Dame. Silver medal, Steph Curry, Steph, 36, 4, and 6. Warriors almost blew this game late, but they were able to hold on, despite, by the way, Jordan Clarkson with a perfect Jordan Clarkson line of 41 points, 0 assists off the bench. And then the gold, of course.
Let's go, Steph. Cook,
Russell
baby.
Westbrook, 28, 13, and 21. There was a game, his MVP season, where he set the triple-double record. I think it was against Denver, where Russ hit a three to win it, to give him 50 points, the triple-double record, and the win. I thought we were going to get that last night when he took the potential game winner, but it was short. Despite that, he gets the gold as he passes Oscar Robertson for the all-time career triple-doubles record. There are, Jenna, your medals for May 10th in the NBA.
Can't argue with you tonight, Nick. Cannot argue with that night right there. Wilds, though, who came close, buddy? Who just missed the cut?
Oh, busy day for the poster makers in San Antonio. First up, Brooke Lopez dunks on the Spurs. Oh, no. Fire up the poster machine. Then Giannis. Uh-oh. 3 guys. So congratulations, San Antonio posters. You'll be quite busy thanks to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Lopez dunking on folks like
Bucks,
that.
what are you doing? How do you lose that game? Bucks trying to get the 2.
Playing the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys-Patriots is the game that I'm hoping for, Jenna.
God.
That's gonna be good. The old switcheroo. Download the Super 6 app and play for free for your chance to win. One of the things we will be talking about this football season, of course, is Aaron Rodgers. The drama continues. The question of will he stay or will he go will have more of an impact than we even thought. We learned yesterday that Rodgers' teammate, his top target, his buddy, his #1, Davante Adams, is paying very close attention to what Rodgers does. Davante joined the herd yesterday. Take a listen to this.
Let's be honest here. This is not a shot at Jordan Love, but if Aaron moved on, you have such an incredible working relationship with him. Would it affect your future in Green Bay?
Potentially. I mean, that's my guy. That's the only guy that I've had, other than that 2017 season when he got hurt. It's the only guy that I played with, and we built up a special connection over the years that has made it, put us both in really good positions in our career. Not that he needed me to come along for it because he was already in that spot, but we established a lot together. So it would change a lot, man. Doesn't mean potentially I'd be gone, but I definitely have to do some extra thinking if my guy wasn't here.
So, Brandon, this is interesting. It's one thing to just deal with Aaron Rodgers, but when Aaron Rodgers starts affecting other, dominoes and pieces that are starting to get moved around, what do you think the organization should be thinking after hearing something like this?
OMG. Listen, I said it last week. I said it the week before. This isn't a negotiation. This is a hostile takeover. No, both sides are dug in, and I don't even think you can do anything. I don't even think you can fix this. You got to think about it. There's reports out there that said that he turned down a contract that would put him as the #1 quarterback, as far as the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League. He's telling free agents, don't come. I could potentially not be there. So I don't know if there's anything they can do. For Davante Adams to stand up and say that on the herd yesterday, that just shows how big of a mess this is. But I understand exactly what he's feeling, meaning the receiver, Davante Adams. I was in the same situation in 2009. Josh McDaniels becomes the head coach of the Denver Broncos, 2010. And within 3 weeks, Jay Cutler had his house on the market. 3 days later, I had my house on the market. Jay Cutler out, I'm out. I get it. The most important thing a receiver needs is a quarterback, especially when you have that type of chemistry and continuity. Like, there's just something special about that relationship. You don't have to give hand signals. You'll see most wide receivers and quarterbacks on Sundays, give a 1, give a 2, do different type of hand signals. You'll see some guys verbally communicate. When you have the relationship that Davante has with Aaron, you don't even have to talk. You just look out there and you guys both see it. It's 2 men. You call the slant. There's no way I can beat this guy inside. What do we do? Okay, then I'm going to run a whip route. Those are things that just naturally happen because you're so in tune with one another. So Davante Adams, he's in a tough spot, but what we're going to see is Davante, if something happens with Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams will be sitting at the table with the Green Bay Packers saying, hey, guys, this is not a great fit for me. Because what are you going to say? Mr. Brian Gutekunst, your legacy is attached to Jordan Love, and you want mine to be attached to Jordan Love? Please. So, Nick, I don't know if there's anything they can do.
Well, listen, what they could do for Davante is right now offer him a contract to make him the highest paid receiver in the league. That probably would get it done, but that's not their style. He's got 1 year left on his deal, and my guess is if it was all good with Aaron Rodgers, if there was no question that Rodgers was going to be there for the next 4 seasons, say, then I bet they could come to Davante and say, hey, with 1 year left on your deal, we would like to extend you early at, a big raise, but not quite top of the market. And I think Davante would think about it. Now, he has played like a receiver that should reset the marketplace, but it's like, okay, it's going to be me and Aaron. The cost of living in Green Bay isn't exactly high. Like, all right, let's try to do it. If Aaron's not going to be there, then I don't think they can get Davante under contract for anything under the highest paid receiver in NFL history. So how this probably plays out is he plays this season, they franchise him next season, and then if Aaron's not there, he hits free agency at age 30. Hopefully he's healthy, he's still productive, and he can cash in that way. What I found most interesting, Wilds, was I rewatched this whole interview. At the very beginning of this, Davante says, almost unprompted, that he has not talked to Aaron. And it just got me thinking, I'm like, man, if he hasn't talked to Aaron Rodgers, then how many of his teammates actually have? Like, this is your best teammate. So the best player on your team other than you, and it's the guy that you have the on-field closest relationship with. And now maybe he's not telling the truth, but he seemed to be being honest. He said, yeah, I haven't talked to Aaron. So I do wonder if some of the Packers players are operating from a bit of a black box informationally. They knew Aaron was unhappy. They know Aaron maybe doesn't respect the GM. But if they were, he said he was golfing and then heard the reports and was blindsided by them. I don't think he saw it coming that Aaron Rodgers might want out of Green Bay any more than we saw it coming.
So, Brandon, I'll dig in on what Nick's question is. Is it weird for quarterbacks not to have personal relationships with their teammates? Like, there was another report that, I think it was from Tristan Wirfs, he doesn't have Tom Brady's phone number. And I think that it's as fans, I assume that everyone's friendly with everybody. Then I started working with you, and I keep calling you, and I never get a call back. I get no text back. It goes straight to voicemail. I don't know if you changed your number on me or what's going on. Right. What's going on? Just kidding. Brandon, actually, very good texter. Nick, however, terrible texter. So do you is it weird that Davante Adams hasn't been super informed on this as they move forward?
No, it's not weird. Remember, what's the receiver, the receiver's name? Kumerow, the receiver that Aaron Rodgers wanted them to keep. What's his name again? Jake Kumerow. Remember what we talked about was, the quarterback, sometimes they just have 1 or 2 guys in the locker room that they really confide to, that they hang out with. Everybody else, yeah, you could be a great teammate, but I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm not going to tell you about what's going on in my relationship. And it takes me back to 2010 when Jay Cutler was going through his situation with the Denver Broncos and Coach McDaniels. No one heard from Jay Cutler. You know, we walked in every single day, Ryan Clady, Tony Scheffler, Champ Bailey, Eddie Roy, and we all like, did you hear from Jay today? Did you hear from Jay today? Coaches, did you hear from Jay? Nobody heard from him. Why? Because Bus Cook went and sat down with Jay and said, don't talk to no one, because you don't need your business to get out. Because what we're doing over here, we don't want the Broncos to know. So it could be more of strategy than, you know, a relationship thing where Aaron Rodgers, like, if I tell Devontae what I'm really thinking, that it may mess up how I'm approaching my business right now, Jenna.
So Brandon, so you just like drove by his house and saw it was for sale, and you were like, oh damn, got to put mine up. Like how? Like so? Like what happened? You were like knocking on the door, like Jay, what's going? Are you leaving?
Woody Page like posted something in the Denver Post, and I was like, what? I was like, how do I didn't even know how to find a realtor back then. I was like, I need to find a realtor. I need to put my house on the market. And a year later, we sold it, and I was in Miami.